Okay, hi, I'm Lynette, and today I'm interviewing um, former teacher Marilyn Hutchins. She is a fifth grade teacher, and she's going to share a few lesson plan strategies that we talked about. I'm going to ask you some questions. Can you say hi to the
Hi.
audience? I'm going to ask you some questions, and um, we've been in school learning about how to do lesson plan and objectives and all that kind of stuff. And from my own personal experience, um, lesson plans isn't required. They're required, but there's no set template. So, from your experience, do you have a set template that you have to use at your school?
No, we don't. Each teacher does something a little bit different.
And how long does it usually take you to do a lesson plan?
Probably I would say maybe 15 to 20 minutes for each subject they teach.
Oh, wow. And how many subjects do you teach?
About six.
So that's quite a long time. That's about as long as it takes me as well. It takes a very long time. And does the school require lesson plans to be submitted?
Yes.
They do. And do they share it with the parents?
Some teachers do, but not all. That's usually left up to the teacher. Or if a parent asks for it, then we oblige them by giving it to them. But not every parent wants it.
Yeah, most parents don't really care about seeing a lesson plan. And also, let's see. Is there a set curriculum that you guys have to go by or resources that you need to use to do your lesson plan?
Well, when I worked in the Christian school, we had a standard curriculum that we followed, but we were free to bring in some other outside books. There always are extra books that you want to include to enhance your lessons.
Okay, yeah, I think a lot of teachers do that as well. Do you have any special ingredients for lesson plans?
Well, I think it's always important to start with something that can catch their attention or their interest and make it seem like they're going to be learning something fun, and then a model if it's math, for instance, show them how to do it, and then a practice time for them. And then, especially something like history, I always like to have a review game at the end, a Jeopardy or a Family Feud or something to reinforce their learning.
Oh,
So they kind of look forward to the game or something.
Yeah, like most kids do. Huh? And can you tell everyone how long you've been teaching for?
I taught fifth grade for about 27 years and second grade for a couple of years, and then various assorted for another 5 or 6 years.
So, in your experience, do you think it's really important to have lesson plans, or could you teach without them?
Well, I think especially when you're first starting, it is important, and I think it helps you think through your lessons and not wing it so much. I think it's helpful to have those right there. You can always fall back on them. You can deviate if you need to a little bit.
So, like a guideline.
Right.
And what about the objectives? Do you think they're crucial to outline your objectives?
Well, and I think especially if you're a new teacher, it is very helpful. And then as you get experience, you probably rely on that a little bit less. But you just sort of know the objectives because you're used to teaching that lesson.
So, if there is just like one must do in writing your lesson plan, what would that be?
Probably would be to have clear objectives and to follow through on that.
And if you were to talk to a new teacher today, what would be one thing that you could share with them about the process of lesson plan making?
Um, I guess just to have those clear objectives and just make sure that you follow through on them and get them finished.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is important to learn all these objectives and the back unpacking
Know why you're doing it.
Yeah, just to know why you're doing them. But like you said, I think it's the same thing for me as um, you just after a while you know what you're going to teach next, and you have everything kind of laid out for you. And most curriculum nowadays already have the objectives in it.
Right.
So we don't have to do much thinking.
Right.
So,
and I think it's important if you don't know why you're teaching it, your kids aren't going to know why they're learning it. And so that helps.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much
You're
for being here today. And that's it from Mrs. J's Jam in Class. So hope you enjoy. Thank you. Now to stop it.